Alright, here we are. First episode of the Jackson County Sessions. My friend here, Austin Slagley. We're from Northeast Arkansas, correct?
Yes, sir.
Jackson County to be specific. Some would not admit that, but hey, we take pride in it. And I had a little idea called the Jackson County Sessions, where we put a spotlight on the artists around here that nobody knows, because who's going to know somebody from Northeast Arkansas, you know?
And it's a great idea, because for me being in music, you know, and most of everybody else knows, coming up in music in Northeast Arkansas doesn't have much of a spotlight or a platform for musicians.
Absolutely.
So when Eli came to me about this idea, we decided that we were going to give musicians, artists of any genre, this spotlight to have with us, with me. I will host the Jackson County Sessions from this point on. We're going to have interviews.
It'll be not only a performance of the artist, but you'll get to know them and learn a little bit more about where we're from, and I guess really what it's all about.
Yeah, no doubt. You'll learn about the artists, where they come from, the music that they play. You'll get to see that. We're going to spotlight that and give them a chance to show each and every one of you what they can do, and just present Northeast Arkansas music in the best way that we can.
Because, like I said, someone wouldn't be proud of it. We know the history from around here, what has been done, and what possibly can be done. And the only thing we're trying to do is make that happen. But this first episode, I want to spotlight my good friend Austin Slagley. We've been in a few ditches together. We've crawled out some ditches. We've done some stuff. But he's going to play a few songs. We're going to talk a little bit more. And we'll see how this goes.
Alright, let's do it.
Alright, the first song you play.
It's called It's Drink Me Away From You. I wrote Drink Me Away From You, say in 2008, I believe it was. I was living in Jonesboro at the time. I was in my apartment with a buddy of mine, and we had a couple guitars in our hand and didn't think nothing about it. We pressed record on my phone, and man, we were just messing around. We were just shooting lyrics off the top of our head and shooting different things, and so Drink Me Away From You come out of that, and it was just it was a fun song,
a jam session.
And Drink Me Away From You was actually the song that got me the invitation to play in Nashville for an unsigned artist.
Danny, baby.
With Danny. Driving down I-55 with a cold one and my homemade wine. I'm stoned out of my mind, but I find myself alone me away from you. Driving down, I'll find an open bar. I stop in and grab this old guitar. It takes me back to the days in our past. Those memories, they never seem to last. The nights turn cold and the days fade to gray. I can't believe you get to me this way, but you won't get me down this time. 'Cause the company I'm hanging around tonight is gonna ease my pain and make me feel alright. So I'll pour one more and take another hit. Tip my glass and hopefully forget about the things you did and those things that you said. All those words just run through my head. There's nothing on this earth I'd rather do than play my song and drink me away from you. No, there's nothing on this earth I'd rather do than play my song and drink me away from you. Going through a lot on relationship level. I just got a divorce, so that song kind of came out of that. But Over has turned into this. It's a song that everybody can relate to. Like every time I've ever played it, and everybody just stops, and like you hear there's nobody ever talking, and it's just me playing the music. But it's a song that everybody can relate to, man. Everybody's been through it. Mm-hmm. Everybody has that one person that, you're like, man, is this really over? Mm-hmm. Like, is this happening? So there's a lot of emotion in that song. There's still a lot of emotion in me when I play that song. Mm-hmm.
So why does Danny Beatty always want you to play?
Man, I don't know. Danny Beatty, every single time I put a guitar in my hand, Danny Beatty makes me play that song. He has asked me to play it several times in his venues and shows that he's playing, but I don't know. I guess I just haven't worked up the nerve to want to be able to play it in public.
So you haven't played it in front of. One person can be an audience, but you haven't played it in front of a crowd.
No.
Okay.
So this will be the first time that anyone outside of my circle of friends will get to see Over on that platform. I think I might have maybe posted a Facebook video of it a couple years ago, but that was mostly just my friends.
Yeah.
I got to see it. So, but yeah, Over's a song that I'm proud of.
2, 1.
Said you needed time, if you needed space to try to work it out, to try to find a way. Said it's okay, don't be afraid. This is only for a while, this is just a few days. So I kissed your lips as you walked away, but how was I to know I would have to let you go? But is this really over? miss your smile in every way, and those bright blue eyes that took my breath away, and the way we kissed underneath the stars when we made love in the backseat of your car. These memories are like a dream that I'm trapped inside. They won't let me breathe. But is this really over? Tell me this is not the end. And can we build our house again? Or are we burning down in flames? Don't tell me I'm the one to blame. Is this really over? God, it can't just happen this way. Baby, won't you tell me you'll stay? Is this really over? Is this really over? Is this really over? I think that the problem here in where we're at is that there's not a platform for musicians. There's not a platform for, talent, and there's talent, right here in your own backyard, man.
Like who?
Man, you got guys, obviously Danny Beatty, you got guys in Swifton, Kenny Crowder, and man, there's just
So many artists that don't even play shows that are tremendous musicians around here.
yeah.
And if there was a platform, those people would maybe actually
Step up.
yeah.
And I've always said that, and we've had this conversation many times, that I've always
over the span of 10 years.
yeah I've always felt like that if there was a platform for musicians, and not only musicians, just anything, man.
Artists.
Artists, whether it be musicians, comedians, anything. If they had a platform where they could step up and say, "This is me. This is who I am. This is my talent." And you draw a lot of people.
Years ago, on the house we're shooting this in is on US 67 on the Rock and Roll Highway, correct?
Sir.
The home of the Gold Star, Valiant Arena, King of Clubs,
Silver Moon,
all on this same road. And like we mentioned earlier, the history that's came through here. Why do you think more people don't know exactly about it? Like we know about it, but why do you?
I think because it's never really been brought into the spotlight.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know a lot of the older people in the community, they know about the Rock and Roll Highway 67 and what it was.
Mm-hmm.
But I think a lot of the younger generation has never really, it's never been brought into the spotlight for them, Mm-hmm. And there was a time when the Rock and Roll Highway 67, everything along it, man, it was a place to be. Bob King's, man, back in the day. I remember my parents telling me a story about it. And I was fortunate enough to be able to know Bob personally before he passed, and just listening to some of his stories, man, it's just, it was a piece of history not only for Northeast Arkansas but for Arkansas and for everything.
For the music industry, period.
And there's been a lot of you can read where a lot of those guys would say that without those venues and without the Rock and Roll 67, they would have never made it. Mm-hmm. And you're talking about guys like Elvis Presley and Johnny Cash and Conway Twitty and man, the the names are endless on people that's been through that. So.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I want to thank y'all for joining into the very first episode of the Jackson County Sessions. If you like us, if you enjoyed what you watched, we hope that y'all will continue to go on this journey with us, with me as your host. Like I said before, this is brought to you by 67 Productions. It's something new that we're doing, something we want to share with you guys. Like us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, I don't know, any social media platform we can get on, we're going to get on. Our next episode of Jackson County Sessions will be aired on September 23rd, 2016. We're not going to tell you who we've got coming yet. It's going to be kind of a surprise. But again, we would just want to remind everybody that this is a trial thing. So we're still kind of learning, still kind of new with it. So we'll hope y'all come back and see us.